Hello, my name is Uniskevse, and welcome to Maroz Part 2. This is going to go over the pronouns of Maroz as well as the different cases that apply to them, as well as the markers that are used to show the cases. So, Maroz uses tripartite alignment, which basically means there is a different case for both the object of a transitive sentence, the subject of a transitive sentence, and the subject of an intransitive clause. Yeah, not a sentence, clause. So there are another word for a tripartite alignment is ergative accusative. So basically ergative just is subject of a transitive clause, and then accusative is the object, and then absolutive just is the subject of subject of an intransitive clause. And yeah, that's about it for anything with actual alignment. For the cases themselves, there are, like stated earlier, ergative, accusative, and absolutive, but there also are dative and instrumental, genitive, locative, and also the topic marker, which can be used for something for some word in any of these, just that it is the topic of discussion. So in terms of how these cases show themselves in each sentence, they are used or they are shown with these markers. So some of them are at the beginning or before a word, such as na and o, which are the ergative and genitive cases, or also at the end of the word, like most others, so se, at, ga, and ma, and im. And yeah, that's it for the cases. Before we go to the pronouns, I do have to talk about the case of a formality or register in the language. So there are 4 separate registers. These aren't the official linguistic terms, but they are what will be used in discussing Maroz. So there is the high register, which just is formal, talking to people who are above you, and then mid, talking to people who are unfamiliar or at the same level as you. Familiar, which just means friends, family, and all that, and then vulgar, which just is not necessarily the actual linguistics term vulgar, but in the sense that the speaker is disrespectful to that person, and it only applies to standard nouns, and then also the third person pronouns when you actually are talking about that person, not necessarily to them. So in terms of the actual pronouns in the high register, there are different actually, let me back up a bit. So not all of the registers have their own pronoun. So you can see in second person, third person, they are, in most cases, they do have each one, but when you get to first person, they are not necessarily exclusive to one register. Sometimes it's lumped together, such as high and mid, or such as mid familiar, and then in first person specifically, the what was I going to say? The vulgar form does not exist. And then it does exist for second person, that's the same, and for third person. And finally, speaking about these are just the bare pronouns. You still have to attach the marker for each. And then for specifically formal first person and second person pronouns, the pronoun overtakes the marker, which means the pronoun is pronounced exactly like it is here, and then the marker just is affected. So mase plus at, which means you in the second person singular high formal register. Mase plus at is maset, not masat or masat. Maset. Yeah, maset. And then for all others, the marker overtakes the pronoun. So asa plus se is ase. And then with this dash, that's used to give the marker, not the other way around. So this is the pronoun, this is the marker. And yeah, this is just the part about how the third person pronouns only refer to the person about whom you're talking, not in terms of the register with regards to the listener. So yeah, that's about it.